So Mojang released a new snapshot, 25W18A. By the way, do you guys like my ghast hydration system? I made this for the Reddit video yesterday, but it is quite obviously an animal cruelty machine. So when this ghast gets happier, it transmits a signal to this copper bulb, which activates this dispenser, removes the water block, this guy gets sad again, and recycles the whole process. So it is actually the slowest redstone clock ever. Anyway, oh, it just happened. Okay, he's gonna get sad again, right? So these guys have had a change, and the biggest change in this snapshot is the change with leashes. And a lot of people like this, a lot of people don't like this. It's divisive. Ordinarily, to craft a leash, you'd need string and a slime ball, which is ultimately the limiting factor. You don't even need the slime ball anymore. So normally, you craft a leash like this. You put a slime ball in the middle, and you can see as it stands, there's no leash here in the result. You don't need a slime ball anymore. You just put the string here, and there's your leash. So clearly, this has now become an early game item. And obviously, this is made in response to the fact that leads are one of the most useful items in the game. To be fair, who has ever crafted leads anyway? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. However, yes, we kill you for leads. 3 spiders immediately for 2 leads. Such a great trade-off. It's so easy now. Or a wool string, if you prefer. Here's another one. Bone block in the middle. Ghast tears to create the ghast. Oh, where is he? Exactly. The bone block is no longer the ingredient used to craft the happy ghast. It is, in fact, soul sand, which makes a lot of sense. It's like you're regenerating the soul within the soul sand rather than using a bone block. There's not much of a difference here. However, Mojang have added a new way to obtain these guys through Piglin trades. No, I wanted a grown-up trading with piglins. Trading with piglins. So you can barter with them. Clearly, the loot table for this is rather extensive. I'll just stand here and see if he's gonna give me anything. While that's happening in the background, I have no idea what he's giving me. But as that's happening in the background, you can see that dried ghast has been added to the loot table with a weight of 10 and a quantity of 1, which makes it on par with the ender pearl, which is about 2%. So let's see what I've gotten here. I've got leather, fire resistance, quartz, obsidian. I've got really nothing of value. Oh, look, you can make a leash. And another one. Oh no, I'm gonna stand here and see if he's gonna give me one here. Let's see. Alright, so that was a stack of gold. I didn't get any ender pearls or dried ghast, which is actually quite unlucky. Oh, and I got one. Very, very rare, still obtainable. And there's been an argument floated around that we should just remove the crafting recipe and this should be the only way to get it. I think the change from bone block to soul sand really doesn't change anything whatsoever, but I guess Mojang really want this to be a very accessible gameplay element, and I don't blame them for that. One last major change, and I will probably add some other things on later if I'm able to stream again, but I'll do it. This means they're angry at me. Splash potion logic is now the way it should be. For example, let's say I have the strength splash potion, so an 8-minute effect. If I go into survival mode and I throw it down right on the ground, you can see I have the full 8 minutes. If I throw it just over here, you can see I still get the full 8 minutes. This is because the measurement for the effect of the splash potion now depends on the hitbox distance. It makes complete sense that they're making this change right now because the moment that you throw a splash potion on a ghast or a happy ghast like this, like this, and it hits the top of the head, it actually does affect it this time around. This wasn't the case beforehand. So I've downgraded to 121.5. If I throw a splash potion on the top, it does not affect it. This happens obviously on the side, but that's because it's closer to the feet here. So once again, at the top, does not do anything to it. This has the equivalent effect on the happy ghast. All I know is that it's so much easier to collect the full duration by simply throwing it on the ground or anywhere around you so long as the distance between the hitbox of the splash potion and yourself is minimized. Now let me talk about the elephant in the room. The last 2 snapshots have been rather minuscule in features. I'm not going to sit here and lie, trying to accentuate all the features to make it seem like it's a lot larger than it really is. Oh, this guy is dehydrated again. Given that this full release is happening in about a month and a half's time, I would not be surprised if we probably only get 1 more feature in this update drop. Either way, you should subscribe and I'll tell you all about it. Don't fret, we'll have more updates this year. I'll keep you posted. For now, enjoy handling this guy however way you want, even if that means exploiting him as part of a redstone contraption.